Honored to be here with you guys to just take you through this overview. Tim said a lot of great things, but it all came from one decision, and that was to just be coachable in the industry. And I began in this industry almost 12 years ago with no former background. I was a collegiate basketball player. So I just was the type of player where if you told me to run through the wall and I could win, I'd just go through that wall. And I feel like if you can just have that mentality here, you are at the right time with the right products, and all you have to do is plug into what we call the system. And that it's yes, I've done personal development, but we're going to show you the system because you don't have to have ever done anything like this before to absolutely change your life. The company's got you, the products got you, they do the heavy lifting, and this company has the most amazing systems. And so let me go ahead and just a little background here. When I first began in the industry, I got in on a launch. Like Tim said, it's finding the launches, and it's also finding what's called that blue ocean product, meaning, everybody is crazy about skincare. You don't have to sell people skincare. You don't have to sell them shampoo. They use all that anyway, but you have a distinctly different product that nobody else has, and it's something everybody uses every day. And so to position yourself right now with the Remon story and how unique it is, and the reason why I came here is because I saw the trend culturally. And I was with my former company 10 years, but I got in with a trend that was going on culturally, and I got to ride that wave. And I didn't think I'd leave, but when I saw Ramon and I saw the trend of K-beauty rising, I thought, wow, I don't think you get this kind of opportunity in a lifetime. And I'm about to hit the second one here, and I'm getting on this boat. So I'm gonna give me just a minute. I'm skilled in some places, but the tech. So let me get myself set up here. And I want to make sure that I turn the sound on. And let's see, Denny Hunt. Can you see this screen? Just give me a shake. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay. Let's start with this video here. Get excited. Okay, I want to let you know I actually skipped playing that video at my last presentation. And then I had a planner reach out to me and say, "Do you have some kind of 3-minute sizzle video on the opportunity?" And I was like, "Well, yes, we do." Because really, when you start talking to people, you're just going to share a little bit of your excitement. You're going to give them a little sizzle video, and then you're going to connect with them. And then you're going to invite them on a call like we're having today. So those little sizzle videos are huge for getting you out of the gate. And that's something that can easily be replicated. Everybody can send a little sizzle video to capture curiosity. So, this right here, this is what I was talking about, you guys. There's a reason why one Sunday I sat down and I booked a flight to London, and I had never been there before, and I didn't know anybody in London. And at first I said, for 3 hours, I am going to look for UK people. Why? Because I believe you guys have an unbelievable opportunity. I came in a year after North America had launched, and I kind of waved through a year of still starting up. We're working through things, and things are at amazing levels right now. Like, I'm so proud and I'm so excited to share it. And you guys are coming in to a company who's already done 2.5 billion in South Korea. You're hitting the trend of K-beauty. Europe is importing more K-beauty products than even we are in North America. And I thought to myself, man, this is the launch. You guys, UK is a little blip on the extension into all of Europe. And what I realized when I came there is you guys are like one connection away from somebody in Spain, somebody in Italy, somebody in Belgium, somebody in Ireland. And those are all going to be opening so quickly just around the corner. So you get to be a part of this launch, that launch based on the people you know. And right now, you just can't deny that this is culturally probably one of the biggest trends we have ever seen in the beauty industry. We have three different lines that I'm going to take you through today: the skincare line, the hair care, the body line, and there's health. Tim went through some of those statistics about how they were established in 2018. They did 2.5 billion in revenue. I'm going to show you an active cream bottle of moisturizer that sold 40 million bottles in South Korea, which has a population of 50 million. Talk about domination, right? You don't just do that with an okay product. And then we opened in North America. Tim took you through the other countries that we have gone into. And he also already explained to you, he made my job really easy. I just get to show you pretty slides. But he just explained to you about how Chairman On took that little Asiatica centella, and he was on the government and got a certificate for a world protected UNESCO site of the Jeju lava energy water. Took that water, sprayed that little pennywort, grew the size of a cabbage. Boom, we have our own species of plant with patents and awards like nothing else. And then most companies, I even got a picture today from some of my beauty artists in the UK that showed a skincare company advertising that they had Asiatica centella. Yeah, line that up and they lose all the qualities of it. We have the Beyond Leaf with all the kept nutrients and the anti-inflammatory benefits it offers and the skin brightening. I don't know if you realize this, but people these days, they just do marketing on buzzwords. It's not authentic, it's not real, it's not working. We've preserved it, we have the patents, and we have ran this all through the nanoliposome technology, which delivers it deep into your dermis layer. In Western civilization, we use abrasive retinols, microderms, layers. We beat up the outer layer of our skin try and regenerate a little glow, a little repair. It's like putting a band-aid on a big issue. Where with this holistic skincare line and this high advanced technology, I'll never forget when I first went to California to our headquarters, I saw Chairman On hold up his iPhone and he said, "We are the iPhone of skincare. We have the advanced technology delivering our own patented holistic healing ingredients." I'm going to take you through just a little bit of this to give you some backstory.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Rimmon.
I love that. And when you hit, well, you guys are lucky. Traditionally, when you hit director in this company, it qualifies you and they send you to Jeju Island. I have, guys, I have shopped other companies. I have flown out to other places to look at the manufacturing, the labs, the headquarters. There is nothing like Rimmon. This looks like, wow, that looks too big to be true. It is, and that's why Chairman On built resorts and villages on Jeju Island so that you could actually go see how much bigger this is than you can't grasp how big this is. But we'll take you through a few of these pictures so you see I walked down those aisles. I even ate, you can eat it. I ate the Beyond leaf. I bathed in the water. I got to drink it, the Jeju Lava Energy Water. It is its whole production. It is vertically integrated from seed to bottle to you. So we don't have to mess around with all these upcharges like other companies do, where they ship in, they make it here, they ship it out there to process, to test it over here. And then if this company runs out of ingredients, all of a sudden the product changes in 2 years. None of that happens when you have a vertically integrated company. Here's the village that he bought. I don't know about you. I've been a part of other companies where the leaders spend a lot of money on jets and yachts and big houses. And then all of a sudden you're like, the comp plan is cutting and where'd the money go? Okay. Chairman On took the money and he built villas for you and for me. Who does that? And I hope that demonstrates to you the servant heart that I saw when I was looking to be a part of, I think, the biggest run this industry has ever had. So this is the bottles, the ICD line, and you can see they in South Korea when they first launched, they got the top celebrities and actors. They only had 4 distribution sites in South Korea. When they decided to go global, worldwide, and touch down in North America first, that's when they said, okay, we're going to lay a comp plan model on it, and we're going to give the people the opportunity to make the income through direct sales. Thank God that they did. So, moms like me can participate and create a full-time income from my phone. I'll share a text with you I got from my daughter just a little bit ago when the time I'm young, but you can see how absolutely gorgeous and stunning that our packaging is. And here are just some pictures I wanted to show you today, because you're never going to find a product that is so demonstratable. Like I said, I've been in health and wellness for almost 15 years. My conversations are I sell you a supplement and then I try and convince you with dear life to work out, to eat right, because I'm hoping that you're going to create some results with the supplement I sold you so you can reorder the supplement. But you had to do 80% of something on your own to create change as well, because that's just how the health industry and supplement industry work. But now I get to literally show my face, show my glow, show my before and after picture. It's all about using it, talking about it, and demoing it. That is simple. Anybody can do that. You don't have to be good. You just have to be a product of the product and be ready to plug people into the system wherever they want to participate, a customer or a planner. And I just don't know anybody these days who doesn't want an extra 500 to 1,000 pounds a month for sharing how they got their skin to glow up. But look at the pigmentation, look at the under eyes, look at the fine lines and wrinkles. It's just the acne. the way it clears teenage and hormonal skin, it will make you cry. That's emotional when a child is struggling and insecure to show up. And to be able to offer a solution and get those testimonies back, it moves me. I get excited every day. I saw one of my daughter's little friends' face. It was broken out, and I said, "Hey, can I have you over? I invited her over this Sunday, and I'm going to take her through the ritual, and I'm going to watch her face clear up, and I'm going to watch her change from the inside out." Because when that happens for a teenage girl, teenage boy, it affects them socially on such a big level. Here are our three brands. You've got your ICD skincare, and that stands for In Cellular Dermatology. You have your Boda Lab hairline, and you have your Samuel Body Lab lotion and wash. This right here, just to give you I believe this is the unsung hero of our company because we lead with the skincare because it's such a demonstrable change so fast. But when you see before and after pictures of women in perimenopause growing back these little wispy hairs, and you see men who have had these bald spots and all of a sudden hair is filling in there, it's absolutely incredible. And it offers a whole nother selection of people you can talk to, like hairstylists and, like I said, perimenopausal women, and just people maybe who've gone through COVID and had their hair wrecked. And everybody's looking for fuller, more healthy hair. And then the Samuel Body Care, one unique fact about this is they have the same element in this that they would when they clean up oil spills in the ocean. So it cleans up, but it preserves the environment. So that is happening with this body wash. It's very gentle, very holistic. And also, you just walk out of your shower feeling like you just had a spa day. The smells are unbelievable. And so the business model, people are used to like a traditional supply chain. You've got the suppliers, you've got the distributors, you've got the retail shops, you've got overhead. By the time, if we would have put this in a traditional business model and then you bought it off the shelf, probably be $800 for that Dermatology EX cream. You realize some of the greatest products in the world go into this type of distribution model, and it makes it a high luxury brand like ours affordable. And instead of doing that supply chain model and paying for advertisement, trying to explain to people this is the number, no one's going to watch a video on their phone when they're shopping at the mall, right? This is the most powerful model in the world to move something because people want to create income. And so we have what's called a high margin distribution model. And what's really unique also about this in this company is that the margin is big enough for you to go into med spas, boutiques. There are so many women post COVID that are changing 8 outfits a day and putting an Amazon link on it and making pennies on the dollar. That's what moms want to do who don't want to get a job. They want an affiliate link, and making like 10 to 20% in that world is good. Now you are able to let them play in our affiliate level, and so you can make upwards of 40% off of selling the world's #1 Korean skincare. Like, who wouldn't want to participate in that? So there's so many different channels of distribution, and there's also like I do. I saw that more income would open up if I built a team. And so when I came in, I wanted to go after business-minded people wanting more opportunity. I heard a quote the other day on a call, and it was by a multimillionaire, and he said, "I would rather get paid 1% off of what 100 people do than get paid 100% off of everything I do." And if that's you, you're in the right business model here. So you can, at this point, you know what? I'm not as much as the money girl on the comp plan stuff as Tim. Guys, I don't really understand the comp plan. Even till I hit director, I just knew I needed to get to senior manager and help other people get to senior manager. And then it kind of magically all worked out for me. But if you're a green person and you want to get into it a little bit more, I'm going to pass this back to Tim to go over because I just know we got to talk and share it. So
Yeah, and you're exactly right. You know, when I do, Abby, when I do compensation plan trainings, I always say, hey, talk to a lot of people, make a lot of money, right? Talk to no people, you know, don't make so much. But you know, when I looked at the Remon compensation plan, it was hard for me to wrap around how they were able to pay out so much, just because of being around the industry for the last 30 years and writing compensation plans for companies and just seeing and doing this stuff for so long. When I looked at it, I was like, how are they able to pay out so much? And then once you can understand that, you know, basically we are fully integrated, right? Whenever we came out with the new packaging, you know, we bought the bottling company, right? So when you look at how we operate, we basically go, you know, you've heard of farm to table, we go farm to face, right? We grow the hero ingredients inside our 150,000 square foot smart farm, package, we do it all, right? So when you look at Remon, they're able to keep the overhead on the cost of the products low because we don't have to pay for the raw materials, right? Because we grow them all. And as a result of that, we're able to pay out so much. And it's such an aggressive compensation plan. But the cool thing about it is we've really got, you know, three major comp plans that I talk about with people kind of all rolled into one. You know, obviously the first one's the differential. You know, Abigail just kind of went over that a little bit, kind of how that differential compensation plan works. Second one is obviously, you know, our unilevel compensation plan, and then our matching bonus for leadership. And I'll just kind of briefly touch on this, but you know, when you first get started, obviously most people start off as a planner. You know, is it possible to start off as a manager, senior manager? It kind of is, really, because when I got started, you know, I knew that I needed products. I knew that because, you know, being in the skincare profession for 16 years and promoting beauty products, I knew the more products that I had on, you know, basically at my fingertips, the more exposures I was going to be able to have, right? Because in our company, more than anything, the products are the superstar. And as you saw the before and afters that Abigail went over, it's easy to see. So when I got started, I ended up getting quite a lot of product. And as a result of that, you know, that volume counted for my senior manager status. So I actually ended up starting off at senior manager, not really even knowing how it works. But as a planner, anytime you promote the product, you're going to get 10%, right? You're going to earn 10% on the commissions you get. And then your first level people that you introduce the opportunity, if you have, because as you're out there promoting it, people are going to say to themselves, are you making money doing this? You're like, heck yeah, right? That's why I'm doing it. And then they're going to want to participate as well. And whenever they get started, you're going to get a percentage override, right? You're going to get 5% on what they do through our differential, plus 5% on our unilevel that you can unlock every month, right? So that's basically 10% right there on your level one planners. And how you become a manager is whatever you sell or buy, and whatever your first line, the people that you introduce the opportunity that are planners as well, whatever they sell or buy is going to count towards your 3,000 in SP required to rank advance. And what people love the most about our compensation is when you hit manager, right? You don't have to qualify every month for that, right? Meaning that you don't have to requalify. You're locked in, right? It's called a milestone rank, and there's no maintenance on that. So now as a manager, you're going to get 20 to 30%, right? If you get, 2,000 in sales points a month in personal sales or 4,000, you can unlock an extra 5 or 10%. And we'll go more over this in comp plan training. I just want to help you understand what that 20 to 30 means and 30 to 40 and all these numbers mean. But in your open line group, when you introduce people, you're going to get an override. But the biggest portion of the compensation plan is the leadership matching bonus, right? Because as you help other people earn income and become successful with Remon, you're actually going to get rewarded and compensated for that. And for me, that was what really made me want to do Remon, is this part of the compensation plan. Because I knew after a period of time, this would be the largest portion of my check. And after being here for two years and, helping, I think I've got like 7 legs as senior directors and above, and all the people that I've helped in Remon make a lot of money. This is by far the biggest portion of my check. And it's because I help a lot of people make money, right? So when you get started, we're going to teach you how to do this if you want to, right? If you just want to promote the products, we'll teach you how to do that as well. We got conventions that everybody loves. We just came back from a convention in Las Vegas. Everybody had so much fun. And that's what's great about it. We have a training system that's second to none. So if you've never done anything like this, or maybe you've heard about something like this and never wanted to do it, but you see these products like, wait a second, this kind of makes sense, and you want to get started, we have a training system like none other to be able to teach and train you how to become successful. And as we grow this thing around the world right now, we start to open up all these major countries in Europe. it's going to come through the people that get started now in the United Kingdom. So many of you right now, when you look at Remon and you look at the timing of it, it's kind of easy to see, and really tonight what we wanted to do is give you enough information so you can make that educated decision if Remon can help change you and your family's financial future. And obviously tonight, you taking up your time and your friend that invited you on, taking up their time. When we get done with this overview, they have a link. And what you can do is you can get that link from them immediately and you can enroll, right? And we can show you how to get started, right? And what is exciting about what's happening right now is we have free enrollment right now. So basically this is amazing. Now, obviously when you get started, you want to get your hands on products. That is a no-brainer, right? When people say, is it mandatory to get products? It's obviously not mandatory to get products. I always tell people it's not mandatory to use your hands when you drive, right? You can use your feet, but it's definitely recommended. You want to get the products because that's the superstar. And a lot of times, right, as you guys know in the UK, sometimes it's better to get started as a planner and then get a customer right away, whether that be somebody in your house, right, your wife, your husband, or your kids or whatever. Get them as a customer and get these kits that we're showing you through that customer account, so you don't have to wait 7 days to get your hands on them, right? So you enroll as a planner and then you enroll as a customer if you want, and then you can actually get these starter kits as a customer. And as a result of that, you don't have to wait 7 days to get your products, because as a distributor, they have certain rules in UK. In order to if you get them these as a customer, you can obviously bypass that. What I want to show you though is these kits, because when I got started, I needed a lot of products, right? It takes 3,000 sales points to be a manager, 6,000 sales points to be a senior manager. So when I got started, I was like, I need a lot of these products, right? So I ended up getting 1,500 sales points. The biggest kit on top is the most popular one, right? Because that 1,500 SP will count towards your 6,000. Okay. I ended up getting 4 of them so I could be a senior manager and have all the products on hand. Ended up getting a 20%. If you get them as a customer, you're going to end up getting a 20% commission on the bonus points, right? Of those kits. You know what I mean? So it's always a good idea to get your hands on the products. They have other kits available too, right? For less fortunate people financially, there's an advanced kit, right? For people that don't have the resources. The middle kit is something that, that people will sometimes do, right? It's 1,000 pounds, 1,000 SP there. And it counts towards your advancements as well. And then they have the basic kit for the people that mainly just want to be customers, right? So if you want to get the basic kit, I would encourage you just to be a customer. Now, if are there people that get the basic kit that end up becoming successful? Absolutely, right? So don't think if you get the basic kit that we're going to treat you any differently, right? It's like you just want to make sure that you get a kit so you have the resources and the products to be able to promote your business. That's the biggest thing, right? Is the products are, more products. I knew the more products that I had, the more money I was going to be able to make, because I could get the products on more people. So that's why when I got started, I ended up getting a lot of business. I got 4 business kits. I don't recommend everybody do that. Definitely not something everybody should do. But for me, I wanted to bypass, planner and manager and start as a senior manager. So number one, I can earn more money. But number two, I knew that I was going to need the products. And literally the first day that I did my first pop-up, all my products were gone, because a lot of people got started with the top business set too. They were like, I want to get the business kit. And then I was like, I had 4 of them. So I was like, here, you can take this one. And they were my buddies. I said, when you get yours, just take care of me. So it's always good to have products on hand. A lot of sales come through the whenever you sell the pop-ups, and you can sell the products right on the spot and obviously get, your return on your commitment. But whatever kit you get, you're going to win. We'll show you how to do it and we'll support you every step of the way.
Yeah, real quick too, I just want to mention, because when I very first started, I think I was in like $60,000 in debt, and I was a personal trainer and nutritionist, and I was on the hamster wheel. And I remember my mentor said, you need to get the biggest kit. You're launching a business and you need to open your business with product. And like I told you, I wanted out of the situation I was in. And so I was a Dave Ramsey girl, but this maybe don't do it. I don't know, but it worked for me. I got a credit card and I put it on a credit card. And I'll never forget the fear and how my back was up against a wall. And that pushed me. That pushed me to get the product out and recomp my money. And as I did that, I created a buzz. And so, I just want you to look at this and think, your team will maybe do half of what you do. So where would you like them to start? Because you know, if you start at a basic kit, they'll start at a basic kit, and it may take you a while to get up to making 20% commissions. Would you like to be making 10% commissions off a whole lot of other 10 basic kits? Or would you like to get yourself quickly up to senior manager, unlock 30%, have all this product, have to throw a K-pop party? And here's another technique, do a borrow bag. I remember when I first started this business, I let a woman take the excess set that came in that, and she tried it, and I didn't let her keep it for more than 3 days. And I'd call another woman and she would go pick it up at her house, and then another woman to go pick it up at her house, all while I'm doing calls. Because every time that bag left someone's house, they had FOMO. It worked for 3 days. It works that fast, and they ordered it. So if you see the business opportunity here, I want you to take position as an owner and think, I got to start this, and I got to put up my back against a wall to get a different result than what I've been getting. There's a reason you're here looking at this today. And so I've just seen a lot of stories, and I've seen a lot of the way people come in. And I want you to take advantage by having that product and by getting it out there and just having that intensity about it. The other thing is, you guys, your SP is so easy. Your SP is the same as your dollar amount. We have to do math here in America, and that's hard for me. Those numbers give me a headache. So think about the fact that if you come in with even that middle kit and you get 5 business partners to come in with that middle kit, you've just set up your organization for success, and you've hit senior manager because they did what you recommended they do. So there's just a simple strategy there. Oh, I got to get to 6,000 in sales points fast. So I'll get that kit, and I'll find 5 serious people like me to get that kit. And then the other promotion that you guys have going on right now is sick. I can't believe it. But if you will hit team leader by the end of November, you guys, they're going to back pay you as a team leader from today, from October 17th, if you got started there. That's crazy. That means when you may have made 10%, when you may have made 20% off of everybody getting started as you're growing those commissions, no, they're going to pay you back from that first sale of the 40 to 45% commissions. That's just sick. Here's the other one. I'm a little learn this, but the first 50 people to qualify for team leader during your pre-launch, which is until November 30th, are going to get sent to Jeju Island. All you have to do is help 3 people get to senior manager and pull in 50,000 all throughout to qualify to go to Jeju Island. 50 instead of 600,000. I mean, I'd get on it, guys. That story of being there and positioning yourself in there is something that I carry with me every day. And so Tim just went over what the company did in your first 30 days by allowing you to get that product sooner, create the planner account, take the link, then go re-sign yourself in through your own link and order those starter packages as a customer. That volume is going to count for you. It's going to help you get up to your next rank, which is going to open more commissions, and you're going to get the product right away because you're not going to have an 8-day hold. So, you know, I told you at the end I would share with you just a little text that I got from my daughter. It was 2 hours ago. She has her very first, she's 13 years old. She's a little basketball player. And today is her first game of the season at school ball. And she sent me a text message. She's a tough kid. She's the kind of kid where if she tells you she doesn't feel good, you know, if you say shake it off, you're going to end up in the doctor a week later and they're staring at you like you're a horrible mom because she actually has 2 flaring ear infections. You know what I'm talking about? Is like when she complains, it's real, right? So she sent me a text message and she said, could you pick me up and take me to Smoothie King? Because I need a pep talk before my basketball game and I'm having a terrible day. Okay, that was her text to me. And it broke my heart because I don't get those Mom, I need you texts very much. I moved a callback and I got in my car and I went and picked her up and I took her to Smoothie King and we got to have a pep talk and I dropped her back off at school and I ran home and I jumped on this call. And it makes me cry thinking about it because I'm in a dream career right now. You know, I'm in a dream job. I'm accessible. I was a single mom for 5 years in this industry. And if you have ever had your kids part-time, it rips your heart out, but you want to be full-time present when you have them. I was able to say, yes, I'm on my way because that's what this career does. We have the best product in the world. We have a company who's going worldwide, global domination. You're in the right time at the right place. And I don't know what your why is, but that little text today reminded me why I do this, why I'm here, and who I'm looking for. I am not embarrassed at all to offer people an opportunity because texts like that and me being flexible like that and getting to work this business on my terms like that, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? So don't gatekeep it. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We're so excited for you guys, and we're here. And just plug people in, plug them in. Share your excitement, share a sizzle video, connect with them, get them on a call just like today, follow up, help them get started, and then give them an orientation. And your leaders should have that scheduled for you. And that's the system. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Anybody can do that, and just know your why. So thank you guys so much for being training tomorrow.